Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Revere indoor-outdoor small wall sconce. This is the 32038. There are two sizes larger than this, so check those guys out too. I happen to have the medium size sample here from our showroom, which I didn't put up yet, to show you how things work, and we're going to use this as our prop. But remember, we're really talking about the smaller one, and the smaller one is 19.1 inches tall. So, and when we measure that, we're actually measuring from the bottom of the fixture to the top of this loop. And then the width on it is going to be from the widest point, which is the bottom, which is from here to here, 9.4 inches wide. Projection, that's going to be the distance from the wall going out, is coming out at 4 inches. So it's going to come out basically to here. And what's good about that is it makes this ADA compliant. That's Americans with Disabilities Act that says that the sconce can only come out up to 4 inches so you can get by it easily. And because of that, you can use this in all kinds of design projects. So you can use it in condominiums, in apartment buildings, in restaurants, and it's great for residential, for just regular people who want to buy it for their homes, because you can put this in walkways and hallways and all kinds of places and easily get by it because it only comes out 4 inches. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about a couple other things on this. Why don't we talk about finish on this? So you're going to see there's actually two pull-down menus for the finish. Choose your finish. So the first one is going to be the overall fixture itself, and on this one we have Coastal Black, which is -80. Then the second one says choose your accent finish, and that's going to be the metal plate that's on the inside of it right here. So on this one it is Coastal Burnished Steel, which is -78. So I have a nice contrast going on here. However, you may elect to do the whole thing in one finish, which you notice you can do that too. A couple other things. Why don't we talk about the custom numbers you can do, which is really cool on these. All these Revere sconces, you can do custom laser cut house numbers on here. And how we go about that is you email us to say you're looking at the 32038 or the larger one, doesn't matter. Tell us that you want house numbers on them, and you tell us the numbers, and then I'm going to send that through Hubbardton Forge's customs department, where we're going to get a quote and some technical drawings to show you that. Speaking of technical drawings, let's go look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. It is going to show you a full parts list, and this is already put together when you get it, so you don't have to do anything with this. It's going to have this mounting bracket that's going to go over your junction box I'll talk about in a second. It's going to show you how it goes together, like I said, which is going to be super simple and really fast because it only took me a couple minutes to put this up. It's also going to show you the back plate. So back plate on this, well, you've got your junction box, which is going to be a 4-inch J box. That's what you guys have at your place. And then this mounting bracket's going to go on that, and then this goes on this. And you'll notice in those installations instructions, they talk about putting a clear bead of silicone on this again once you get it against your building or your house, because you want to seal this against water getting in. So our fixture won't have any problems. It's aluminum, so it's pretty much impervious to problems like that. However, water getting into this junction box is going to cause problems, and it causes rust coming down on your building if the water did. So take 2 seconds, put the clear bead of silicone on it, and you'll be good to go. You don't have to worry about any of those things. Let's talk about what's going on inside of this as far as lamping goes. And you'll notice on this sample, when you look kind of deep inside of it, there's a bulb in there, and it's a par 20 bulb facing down. So this is going to be dark sky friendly, which means that all the light is going down and it's not going up into the atmosphere, or your neighbors aren't going to be able to see it, from across the lake or down from a mountain or something like that. It's using a medium base socket facing down, like we said. And medium base sockets take medium base bulbs. The bulb on this is going to be a par 20. Par 20 bulbs basically shoot light in one direction like that. So remember, kind of like a flashlight, it's all going one way. Same deal, it's all going to be going down, straight down. If you want to stick with a incandescent halogen version of this, you can do that up to a 75 watt because of the heat generated by that bulb. But most of you guys don't want to do that, which is good. You want to go LED, which is even better. So this is a par 20, 50 watt equivalent of halogen light, 50 watt equivalent LED that I got off of Amazon, believe it or not. It's Amazon Basics. I tend to like this bulb a lot. I use it all over the place in our showroom if I can. It was very inexpensive. I think I got a set of 6, and they weren't expensive at all. And they did a lot of nice things I would like them to do when we talk about LEDs. The color of the light coming out of these things is going to be offered to you in different types. It's going to be offered to you in 2700 Kelvin or 2700 K. And when you look at the box or you're online, and if you go to, you can get these at any hardware store too, don't forget. It's going to have a little chart down here, and it's going to say, usually it has a number on it, and cold is going to be 4000, 5000 Kelvin. And way over here it says warm, that's going to be 2700 Kelvin. That's going to be like a setting sun. Right in the middle of that, which you see right here, it says 3000 Kelvin. That's what we like in our showroom, and that's what this is. So that's the nice warmth of an incandescent bulb coming down on my hands right now from these 3000 Kelvin bulbs above me, and you're good to go there. If you guys wanted to dim this, let's say you're going to put these in a patio, maybe around a pool or maybe around a fire pit or something like that, and at night you wanted to dim them down a little bit as you're drinking wine with your friends into the wee hours of the morning, just make sure that you get this as a dimmable fixture. Tell your installer you are buying a dimmable LED, and you're all set. Hubbardton Forge only uses aircraft grade aluminum to make their outdoor fixtures. Aluminum holds up the best in incredibly harsh environments. When you're out and you look up in the sky and you see all those jet airliners running around up there, those are all made out of aluminum for a reason. And part of that reason is it holds up great, like I said. It also forges beautifully. It holds finish beautifully. It doesn't rust. Remember that. It's very important. And they're virtually indestructible when they're all finished. So how Hubbardton does it is they take the fixture itself, they're going to wire it up at the top, they're going to put a wire at the bottom, they're going to send a current of electricity that's going to go through this fixture, making it positive, and they put it into a spray booth with a picture of the woman next to me. You can see she's spraying finish around it, and because it's positive, it's going to adhere to every nook, every cranny, the top, the bottom, the whole thing. After that, they're going to take this and they're going to move it into an oven. That oven is going to melt all of that down and create a very hard shell. So it makes it, again, virtually indestructible. So they've also tested these things in these wind chambers. So they take the fixture, all covered in that epoxy powder coat. It's going to go into that chamber. They're going to shoot salty seawater at it at high velocity for hours and hours and hours, just like you were at the beach and you have like a hurricane coming in, which to me is going to be pretty much the worst environment you're going to run into. So after they tested these and found out that they hold up incredibly well, Hubbardton Forge offers basically the best warranty in the lighting industry. And you can see that on the page for this. So if you scroll down a little bit, there's a link, and click on that and it'll show you the entire warranty and how it all works. Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.